Representative of Ghana.
Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair. Ghana aligns herself with the statement delivered by Chad on behalf of the African Group and wishes to make the following remarks in our national capacity. Madam Chair, at the core of our efforts to promote the well-being of our populations and ensure the prevention of crime and the delivery of justice should be the implementation of measures that align with SDG 16, which seeks to build peaceful, just, and inclusive societies. In Ghana's view, crime prevention should not only be about ensuring security, but importantly, it should reflect the total commitment required by human dignity, justice, and a future free from fear. In this regard, justice systems should remain inclusive, uphold the rule of law, and promote human rights for all. Resources and capacity, however, lie at the heart of the challenges many developing countries, including Ghana, face in our efforts to fully reflect these aspirations. In response to the significant cross-border vulnerabilities the global community faces, especially with the rise of cybercrime, human trafficking, and organized crime, Ghana believes that consideration of the 4 points it shares on this matter would be helpful. First, we urge member states to strengthen international cooperation. Enhanced intelligence sharing, cross-border legal coordination, and joint law enforcement are necessary to dismantle criminal networks. Where global arrangements can intersect regional initiatives and frameworks, such as those of the AU and its regional economic communities like ECOWAS, such opportunities should be explored and used to narrow the gaps and tighten the scope for operation by criminal networks. Second, we emphasize the need to equip national institutions, such as the police, judiciary, and prosecutorial bodies with adequate resources. The global community must support the efforts of countries in need with technical and financial assistance to enhance the capacity of their institutions and the effectiveness of their responses. Third, crime does not exist in a vacuum. To address its root causes, countries must invest in economic empowerment, social inclusion, and the engagement of youth and marginalized groups. Tackling poverty and inequality is critical to preventing crime. Amid the prevailing global economic crunch, which has severely affected developing countries, flexible and concessionary facilities from bilateral and multilateral sources would be needed to preserve the capacity of states and to sustain pro-poor programs despite existing fiscal constraints. Fourth, we call for the strengthening of global institutions like the UNODC, the CCPCJ, and importantly, the UNAFRI. These institutions play a crucial role in global crime prevention and need sufficient resources to support member states. We also urge member states to swiftly ratify and implement the International Convention on countering the use of ICT for criminal purposes once it is adopted by the General Assembly, as this will enhance global cooperation in combating cybercrime. Madam Chair, at the national level, Ghana has taken concrete steps to strengthen its criminal justice system. The Witness Protection Act ensures the safety of witnesses, while one-stop centers have been established to support victims of violent crimes, including domestic violence and human trafficking. Ghana has also introduced plea bargaining to reduce court congestion and expedite justice. And the Justice for All program has also reduced remand prisoner populations, ensuring timely justice and rehabilitation for vulnerable individuals. Additionally, Ghana's Cybersecurity Act and the establishment of Cybersecurity Authority are addressing the growing threat of cybercrime. Through regional partnerships like the ECOWAS Plan of Action to combat trafficking in persons and the AU's Plan of Action on Crime Prevention, Ghana continues to enhance its capacity to combat transnational crime. However, like global institutions, our national bodies require adequate resources to function effectively. In conclusion, Ghana remains fully committed to the principles of the Kyoto Declaration and urges all member states to strengthen their institutions, provide them with adequate resources, and collaborate in solidarity to build a world where justice prevails and crime finds no refuge. With your permission, Madam Chair, I'll move on to Agenda Item 109.
I thank the distinguished representative for Ghana, and now I'll give her the floor for Item 109.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Efforts, the world drug problem continues to present serious challenges. The rise of synthetic drugs, the growing links between drug trafficking and organized crime, and limited access to treatment for drug use disorders remain pressing concerns, particularly for developing countries. Ghana reiterates its support for a comprehensive, integrated, and balanced approach to addressing the world drug problem and wishes to make the following recommendations. First, we believe it is crucial to implement evidence-based policies that strike a balance between public health and law enforcement, while prioritizing prevention, treatment, rehabilitation, and reintegration. Comprehensive data collection and research are essential in effectively addressing emerging drug-related threats. Second, enhanced regional and international cooperation is key to effectively combating the world drug problem. Initiatives such as the AU Commission's Plan on Drug Control are invaluable as they complement global efforts by fostering regional collaboration and the exchange of best practices. This in turn strengthens the overall multilateral response. Third, investing in socioeconomic development programs is critical in tackling the root causes of drug abuse. By providing education, skills training, and employment opportunities, especially for youth, we can reduce vulnerability to drug-related threats and promote sustainable alternatives. Lastly, we underscore the importance of adhering to international commitments, such as those outlined in the outcome document of the midterm review of the 2029 Ministerial Declaration, to ensure a coordinated global effort to address drug-related challenges. Madam Chair, as part of Ghana's efforts to address the world drug problem, we have elevated our responsibilities in serving as chair of the Commission on Narcotic Drugs, CND. We have taken actions to ensure that global strategies are responsive to the evolving challenges of drug control, and under the Pledge for Action initiative,